everybody. Welcome back to another episode of the RIP Tour podcast. I am your tour guide, Tim. We're back again, Liz. It's me and you. We got a map drop again at random. What was it? What time did it end up dropping? I was sleeping last night.
11-something p.m. last night.
Well, just a wild time to be dropping that. But Liz is with me tonight. So hi, Liz. How are you?
Hello, Tim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
We are the Spec Map crew, clearly.
Apparently. The other guys are getting busy, getting ready for trips and stuff like that. So
yeah, there's something cool happening next week. I don't know what it is, but yeah, something.
Yeah, something epic, maybe.
Oh yeah, that could be.
Anyway, so we're back because we got another spec map, but me and Liz were just talking about it. I was a little confused too. I thought this would have been version 3.0. This is version 2.0. I guess the last map was just the Easter special.
Easter special.
So we're gonna get into the new spec map. There's definitely some changes. There's some things that have been added. I think we have some zones we can talk about this evening. Finally, so we're just gonna roll right into it, right?
Yeah,
like
why
just
not?
let's just go right into it.
Yeah.
So Liz is gonna, for everybody that's watching on YouTube, Liz is gonna drop the new spec map up in a moment here, so you can all see it. Oh, boom, there it is. I have the old one, or the Easter version, the last spec map that happened. So we'll do some comparisons as we go. So once again, just going around from the left all around the park, and then at the end we'll go to scare zones and anything else random and all that kind of stuff. All right, Liz, so we have some changes on here.
We sure do.
We also have some additions, which I think is great. I think HN Nightmares have been doing this for the last couple of years, where now, at least when we get the IPs, we get that either the little reel that it's a film, or the television that it's like TV series.
Well, the television's new.
Oh, do we not have that? Was it just always a reel?
Yeah, they were just doing the reel for the IP. Yeah.
Okay,
They added a little something this time.
All right, I like that. That's good. So basically, those ones are going to be our IPs. That's basically what we're talking about here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it looks like it's a 5-5 split.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I like that 6-4 with the originals having the 6, but
Me too, but I'm not getting greedy. I'll take
exactly.
I'll take a half and half split.
Exactly. All right, so okay, Liz. So this symbol has changed a little bit. From the last map, the ship is gone now.
Right. This has moved.
The ship has sailed on. Gone. Bye bye. So now we have, which we kind of had this icon. It just looks a little different now, right?
Yeah.
So it's that ring with the wrestling ring or whatever with the coffin in it, correct?
Correct.
And basically on the last map, it was up in a different sound stage, and it was just a cross. Now it's more three-dimensional, so you can actually tell that it's an actual ring this time, and not me going, what the hell is this?
They're like, Tim was confused. We have to do it differently next time.
Yeah. So, and then we have the little TV next to it. So, Liz.
Yeah, I mean, this is the rumored wrestling house.
Right. What is it called? The Wyatt Six? Is that what it is?
Well, we're not
or we're not sure? Okay.
It could just be WWE related in general.
Okay,
I know there's a lot of different spooky lore.
For sure.
So I think the original rumor was the Wyatt Six, but now that's kind of tapered off, and now we don't really know.
Okay, that's fair. So all these ones that we've had in the past, I don't think me and Liz are going to get too much into it.
Yeah.
I mean, we've talked about it, in the last 2 episodes
Right.
that we've done. So we're just going to kind of move on to the newer ones and the ones that have changed and additions and all of that kind of stuff. So I'm with you. Obviously, this is going to be some kind of wrestling thing. Like I said, I don't know if it was that Wyatt Six or whatever they were talking about that has been rumored. So
Right.
So we're moving on to the next one.
Oh, I see. You left this one for me.
I did. So
Yeah, so this one is a new one. This was not on the map before. And we have 3 columns, which happen to be, I believe, Spanish columns.
Okay.
And what looks to be some tile work, possibly a mosaic, and a painter's brush.
Yes.
So what is it, Tim?
I have no clue. I like, I don't know. There's 3 columns, so there's the 3, and we have like the paintbrush, and just like the mosaic that you're talking about. Like I really don't know. So what do we have? What are your guesses? What's floating out there? What do we have for this one?
Yeah, I only have an educated guess because of the rumors that have been circulating. And there's been this rumor that there might be a house that's based on an artist. So that ties in with the paintbrush. And then with the what I believe to be a tile work and the Spanish columns, I think this is going to have something to do with Spain.
Okay.
And that's about all I know. I have no idea how a Spanish artist turns into a haunted house or what the what the storyline will be.
Yeah. This one kind of just, I was like, what is this?
Yeah, this is a left field. But sometimes these originals,
this is true. Very
when
true.
they go original,
I know.
it's not something predictable. So
Exactly.
I am very intrigued for this one because I have no clue where this is going to go.
Yeah, I'm with you on this one. Like, I have no clue.
Yeah,
what this is.
Which I kind of love.
Yeah, I feel like we do get one of those like every year, right? Like, there's always one where we're just like, "What? I have no idea what this is."
Yeah,
and when it
super
happens,
left
you're
field.
just like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, there's also a little rumor circulating that this artist might be an icon, but personally, I am leaning toward no.
I feel like we're saving the icons for next year. I don't think we're getting any icons this year.
Yeah, and
That's
just feels
me,
like
but
it feels like maybe there's a main character of the house, and that is this artist.
Okay,
but not necessarily that he's an icon.
That's fair. All right.
We'll see.
That's it. That's what we got for you guys. I have. If somebody has a better answer to this, please let us know.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah. All right, moving up. So we have this the same security camera. It's actually in the same spot as it was from the previous map, and we just have the reel now added to it. So again, Five Nights at Freddy's is the leading guess for this icon. Like I said, I feel like that has just had such good legs for this rumor of it coming. So I guess we'll see what happens. Is there anything else to add to this, Liz?
No, I think it's been 3 maps. The rumor's still circulating. I think this one might be coming. I think this might be real.
Yeah, I agree. All right, Liz, let's move up to the next one. What is this?
So the next one, we have the same logo that's been there for a while, but with a little tweak. So this is the one that's hard to describe. It's got the circle with the wings and the scythes. And then before, it had a skyscraper city scene. Now it's got a twisted, dead-looking tree.
Yes.
So I still believe this is our graveyard-based house.
I mean, I agree. I feel like we're getting there. Maybe these size are like from statues or something that are in the cemetery kind of thing.
Yeah, I think we're moving away from I forget what the name of that Scarezone was from Hollywood. That was my initial thought. I don't think it's going to be that.
Yeah.
I believe this is more graveyard themed, and I could see it tying into the theme that we saw in the Five and Dime with the shirt release that we're going to talk about later. It's like the twisted roots and the trees kind of felt like a graveyard in there as well.
Yep. So, we'll get to that.
Yeah. So that could all tie into this maybe. Maybe that's kind of like again, not an icon, not like, but maybe kind of where they're pulling the inspiration from.
Right. Nice.
That's my thoughts.
All right, cool. I'm with you on this one now. I think this is starting to look more cemetery graveyard ish, if you will. So all right, so we're gonna move on. Next icon is just moving over from the last map to a soundstage instead of being over in the Fast and the Furious house, queue, tent, whatever you want to call it. And again, we've talked at length with this one. It hasn't changed. It's the 2 sacks that probably Art the Clown from Terrifier is carrying his stuff in.
Yep.
So, and we have the reel there, so it's definitely a movie. So, again, I think we've talked about this now for the last 2 times that we think that Terrifier is coming as well. So
I think it's on lock. And once again, this is
yeah.
another that's been on every map. The rumor hasn't died. I think Terrifier's happening, y'all. I think it's happening.
I think so too. But
also,
yeah, go ahead.
Before we talked about the flower code names, and SS25 was poinsettia. So that was one of the 2 that we thought could be Terrifier.
Yep.
So to me, that means
that's possible.
That's probably the one that they took inspiration from, and all the other flower names are just random.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Good call. Very good call.
That's my theory.
I agree. So no changes with this. It's like I said, we're pretty positive that it's going to be Terrifier. So
yeah.
But again, nothing's official until it's announced.
Which hopefully something will be announced eventually.
Hopefully after this coming week, after the epic grand opening and stuff, hopefully we finally get an announcement of a house and maybe tickets.
Or something.
I mean, tickets got to come soon because we are. I mean, we are getting close to June now.
We sure are.
So we should start seeing some kind of announcement for tickets soon, I would think. So, all right, Liz, move on to the next one. So now we're over the Fast and Furious. So what do we got now?
Yeah, we've got a new icon on the map this time. It is a campfire, and it has the reel on it.
Yeah.
So it's an IP, and it's a movie IP.
Uh-huh.
And what did we talk about last time, Tim? A certain slasher.
Yeah.
That we thought was due to return.
Yeah. So this my thoughts is now that it's the campfire symbol. Which is still it's wild. I wasn't expecting maybe a Friday the 13th house. So
I think it's happening.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is starting to look more and more like possibly Friday the 13th. It's coming.
Yeah, and I know the Hollywood facade is coming together, and it's giving hints that it is a Friday the 13th house. So I think it's going to be dual coast. I think this is going to be our Jason house that we're finally getting 15 years later.
What do you think this is a mashup house? Do you think this is from one of the movies? Like, what do you think this is going to be?
Oh, I think it's going to be a mashup house. I'm saying that as wishful thinking because I do know there's a new TV series coming out, and I don't want it to be based on that.
Right.
So I'm hoping it's a mashup of like the best of Jason.
Gotcha. Yeah, series coming out, Crystal Lake, right? Is that what it's called? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, but you never know. They have surprised us in the past. This could be. It could be the show. It could be anything.
It very well could.
So, but it is looking more and more like Mr. Voorhees is coming to town.
Yeah.
So. All right. So the next one. Yep. I'm like, whose turn is it? It's mine.
Liz.
Oh, wait. No. Before we move on to the next one, though, so one of the icons that dropped off from the last map now is the light bulb with the ghost face. So
yes,
as we all know, Scream's not coming.
And I believe that Poltergeist is Hollywood only.
Yeah, I agree. So
yeah,
I don't think Poltergeist is coming here.
Yep.
Okay, so moving on, we're going to the tent 3. So it's basically the same icon. It just looks a little bit different. Now the book is closed and not open, and we still have the 3 snowflakes.
Mm-hmm. So it's got a little symbol there on the book, though.
Hold on, I have to scan, zoom in. Okay, so we've got. It looks like stars with. I don't know what is that, like a moon or an eye or a what is that?
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the symbol is supposed to be, but I have a theory on what style this is supposed to be.
Okay, so let's hear it.
I believe that this is the Viking house, and it got moved, and it's Norse mythology.
Oh, okay.
And not Christmas. Which
would explain the snowflakes, because obviously it's going to be cold there, and so all right.
I'm torn because I'm so excited for the Viking house. I don't know that we're going to get a Viking ship anymore.
Yeah, but
I was also really excited for our potential Christmas house, and we had really good Christmas ideas.
I know, we really did. And the last one that we talked about, which I thought was brilliant, was through Legacy, correct?
Yes, the Christmas carols.
The Christmas Carol one.
Yeah,
absolutely brilliant.
I know.
So now this is just bumming me out. I'm still going to be happy. Don't get me wrong. We're going to be happy
ourselves every year. We come up with some really great idea and we get really excited for it.
Me and Liz have been like just begging for like a Christmas horror house for a couple of years now.
We sure have.
Maybe next year. We'll see. So that has not changed. So we're just going to keep moving on. So Liz, what do we have now over in tent 4?
Yeah, tent 4, we still have the thumbs up. It has the TV icon on it now, letting us know once again that this is Fallout. And again, this has been on every map. I think this is here to stay. I think it's happening. Fallout, the TV series.
Yep, I agree. And again, nothing really much to talk about because this is the same thing. You know. And just like Liz said, I mean, it's pretty obvious with the thumb. If that is not Fallout, then I have no idea what the hell that is. So, all right, moving on. Okay, so this is weird to me. We're going back to a previous icon that we had that was not on the last map. It changed. So on the Easter map, this tent 1 was basically the chain sign. Mm-hmm. And now we're back to the original one of the chain with the eye and the patch.
Yes.
So now, if we're going back to this, maybe now we're really getting Hatchet and Chains, right?
That's what I think. I think
it's got
confirmed Hatchet and Chains.
Yeah, like it has to be. Really has to be. Again, would be very shocked if this isn't. So
yeah, I think this one's also a lock.
Yeah. Any other thoughts to this one?
No. That's it.
All right, and then Liz, take us home for the last tent house there.
Yeah, so tent 2 has had a different icon on every map. So clearly we have no idea what's happening in this tent, and it's been very different every time. We started off with the robot sci-fi guy. Yep. And last time we were talking about the Cary, Ohio radio station rumor. Both of those are gone. And now we have a toy box that has like a teddy bear and a car. So now it seems to be the rumor is Demented Toys, Dollhouse of the Damned, that kind of vibe.
I saw the Dollhouse of the Damned.
So man, talk about a strange house for rumors. How do we go from the Cary, Ohio radio station to Demented Toys?
Yeah, like just like you said, this one has been a different icon for every map. So not really sure what's going on here.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Dollhouse of the Damned was a very fun house. I know it's getting to be quote unquote old in the Horror Nights lore. So I know there's a lot of new people that haven't seen that type of house. So I'm here for it. However, I was really excited for the Cary, Ohio radio.
So is I. So, listen,
once again,
they're ruining our event.
I know.
I'm just kidding. They're not ruining it. But me and Liz had all these houses planned out last time.
We really did.
So, and now we have to go back to the drawing
board. And it is an original. It doesn't have any sort of icon on it.
Correct.
So it's not Megan. It's not. Nope. It is an original. So.
Yeah, I mean, again, this could be anything. Maybe it's a haunted toy store.
Oh, that could be cool.
Who knows what this could be?
Yeah,
it could honestly be anything.
Yep.
But those are the houses. So in review, like I said, we have a 5-5 split on IPs, 2 originals. And we've got, let's see, for the IPs, we think we have Fallout, Friday the 13th, Terrifier, Five Nights at Freddy's, and some kind of wrestling WWE horror house or something like that.
Correct.
So, and then the 5 originals, who
knows?
Chains, maybe some kind of Vikings, maybe
toys.
Some kind of graveyard toys, and then we have the 3 columns.
Spanish Bob Ross.
Yeah, Spanish Bob Ross. Bob Ross is coming back to haunt us. He's going to be painting fluffy little clouds as we walk by. All right, but this time, Liz, we get to talk about...
Yes, we have Scarezones.
Scarezones. So, we have 4 that are on here. Is that correct?
Correct.
All right. So
I'm just going to go ahead and say I assume there will be 5, but based on what the 5th one was the past 2 years.
Yeah.
Fair to not have it on the map. Let's be real.
Yeah, let's be smart. Okay, so first scare zone that we have listed here. So that would be Hollywood.
Sure.
With the little jester hat and like mask, if you will, right?
Yes.
So if we're pulling from some kind of Mardi Gras scare zone, I think this would be pretty awesome because they have so much to take from with Mardi Gras, the parades, the floats, the costuming. They already have it in house. Like, I don't think this cost them a pretty penny to do this zone, and I think this zone would be a lot of fun. So
they did have Zombie Gras.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Back in 2010, I believe it was.
All right.
It was over in San Fran. There was a zombie themed house there in the disaster queue, and when you exited the house, you exited straight into the Mardi Gras parade that had been crashed by zombies.
It tied into each other?
Yeah, they tied into each other. So, like, in the house, you heard the float crashing, and then when you came out, the float was crashed in front. It was really cool.
That's awesome.
However, I think this is a little bit of a red herring from Horror Night Nightmares because everything I've been hearing has been saying that we're going to have vampires in Hollywood.
Ooh, okay. All right. Okay.
So, I don't know about that jester hat.
So you think we're being thrown off?
I think they're throwing a little red herring at us.
All right. That's fair. That's fair. I mean, just looking off the icon, obviously, I feel like that's just an obvious guess is some kind of Mardi Gras scare.
Yeah.
So
absolutely, and it still is a good idea.
Yeah,
it's been 15 years since they did the Zombie Gras scare zone. Could absolutely do it again.
If it comes, I'm all for this. And like I said, I don't think that this costs them a lot of money to do with what they have already in house. So. All right, Liz, take us to you pick. You can go whichever direction you'd like to go on the scare zones.
I'm gonna go to the cat wolf thing then. We're gonna go to Central Park.
Do you look at this? Do you look at the face of this thing?
What?
It's like so demented.
So yeah, Central Park. We have a half cat, half wolf face. So I mean. Werecats.
I was gonna say meerkats, cat wolves. What do you want to call them? Yeah, meerkats.
Oh my gosh! Oh, that'd be the
only if I get to pet him. I want to pet him. I want to pet a meerkat.
Zone. I never leave the zone.
Yes, I don't think anybody would.
So yeah, werecats.
All right, so we're gonna have some kind of deranged werecats just all around.
Yeah, I mean, that scare zone is wooded, so it does lend itself to a kind of werewolf type of zone. So I'm not quite sure what the werecats would look like or what the story there would be, but it's definitely original. I've not had that before.
Very true. All right, I'll go over to New York because I want to do the last one together with you.
Okay.
So the one in New York is basically the biohazard symbol. Is that like a needle or? I
could not figure out what that's supposed to be.
Or a thermometer? Like, I don't know what that is.
I have an idea based on what what the rumors are.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
But I have no idea what they actually intended. So the rumor is like something about mutants, right? Obviously, we got biohazard mutants.
Yeah, sure.
We're like mafia mutants. So is that like a cigar? Sounds like so sweet. I don't know. I
don't know what that is.
I don't know what they.
Yeah, it could be a cigar.
I have no idea. So mutants.
All right, there it is, mutants. That's what we're going with. Wow.
If you know what that is and it's something really obvious, comment. Let us know. What are we missing here?
I always feel like with scare zones, we always get 50 billion answers from us and everybody else until we get super closer, and then
it is so early. It is so early to be talking scare zones.
Correct. So just wild. All right, Liz. So the fourth one that we have on our map is the final scare zone. But like you said, I'm sure we will have 5.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one's an IP. Because it's got the little film reel in the left corner, and all it is 3 short little lines on top of each other, spaced out evenly.
Yeah. What do you think that means?
Right. This could be anything.
Well, let me.
I'm
look
sure
up
there.
something real
I'm
quick.
sure there's rumors and
I think I have
theories.
an idea
Okay.
of what it is. Let me double check my
But
idea while I'm.
you know, showing me 3 short little lines that are just like evenly separated from each other. Yeah, it doesn't really give me a whole lot.
Okay, I was not right on my theory.
Oh, okay.
Oh, wait, I am.
Oh, okay. All right. What do we got?
It's the E from the Megan logo.
Oh, so you're saying this could be a... Okay, so this could be one of 2 things then.
Mm-hmm.
This either could be Megan, or maybe this is another Blumhouse zone.
Right.
So...
Yeah, it's when they do the Megan, instead of having the line slash, it's just M and then the 3 dashes.
Right.
So
Okay,
yeah.
I get that. Okay, that makes sense.
You know, that's just what this event needed, was more Megan.
More Megan.
So-
I think we need to give Megan a break, but that's just me.
I know the general public love her,
I know.
but we already had the dance break 2 years ago.
And then
We had her in the zone last year.
Last year, yep.
She had quite the crowd,
Sure did.
but also had quite the security presence to keep her protected.
Correct.
And now we're going to have the Megan's meet and greet this summer at
Yeah.
Universal to
Yes.
prep. So
Yep.
I'm hoping that that's just a miscommunication and it's the summer thing and not actually a scare zone, because I really,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather have a Megan scare zone than have a whole Megan house, but
I mean,
they
that's
have
true
the
too.
costumes.
And
so-
honestly, I'd rather this be a Blumhouse zone over Megan.
We
Like
just had that.
An entire. I know though.
Literally last
but,
year.
But what are you going to do for an entire Megan zone?
I don't know.
It's just going to be different Megans all over the place. That's it. That's it. I don't.
Oh, yeah.
So to me, that might be a little. We'll see though. We'll see.
Yeah.
We don't know yet. We don't know what this is. But that's it. There's only 4 zones listed. But again, I agree with Liz. I think there's going to be a 5th one. We just gotta. We'll probably get that at last minute. You know, they're probably deciding what they're going to stick in the front of the park there. Okay, shows. We're missing it. Yeah, Rutrow. We're missing a show again, and I don't like that because
I
that's
don't
the
like
one.
it at all.
That's the one I was really looking forward to. That we're getting back, but it looks like the Lagoon show now has disappeared.
Yeah.
So that kind of bums me out because
Me too.
I really love the Lagoon shows.
Me
They're
too.
just fun.
It's
a
nice to have a show you can just kind of like walk up and join.
Correct.
You don't have to queue for it. You don't have to
Yep.
cram into a stadium with
Yeah.
a bunch of other
Yep.
sweaty people. You can just find a spot and watch
Yep.
it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's a perfect opportunity for you to just rest for a little bit, kind of check out a cool show because you know the music's going to be great. You know the fountains and the projector, you know the map projections all over the place. You know it's always super cool. So I'm kind of bummed that this is gone. I'm really hoping it comes back, but we'll see.
I don't want to make promises, but it
I
is the
know.
35th anniversrsary. So hopefully we get a 35th anniversary show. But man,
yeah.
I am scared for the amount of crowds. We are still
yeah.
at 10 houses.
100%.
We have lost Rip Ride Rocket.
Yep.
And we only have one show.
God, please help us.
I am concerned.
Yeah, I get it. And on top of it, obviously we don't know yet, but to get into it, what happens if they're going to do limited fast the express again?
Yeah, who knows?
Or if they're not even going to do express on the actual passes.
Yeah.
So who knows? We'll see what's going to happen. And then the other show,
Nightmare Fuel.
Nightmare Fuel.
For sure.
Again, yeah. So
No
pretty sure
doubts.
that's happening again. So
Yeah.
but that's it for the map. You know, definitely some new icons, definitely some ones that have changed, ones that have gone back to the original icon. We got one that just keeps changing, and we have no idea what it will be. So we'll just kind of figure it out as we go along. But Liz, let's talk about some other things that we got. So yesterday we got the logo, if you will, for HHN, and they have now taken out the year it is, as in like 34, 33, that kind of thing. And now they're just doing it as the year. So HHN 2025.
Right.
I'm sure this is probably going to stay going forward, especially with the East and West Coasts sharing IPs now, you know, pretty commonly every year. How do you feel about that? Would you rather the 34, 33, or would you rather the year?
Yeah, I'm sad. I like having the number, and I think the fans are still stuck on having the number. I think that's what we still all use as our hashtags and such. But I do know for the general public, like, what does 34 mean to them if they've not been keeping track?
Right.
Just easier for them to understand. Oh, yeah, that means this year. And then also the dual coast, they're sharing merch.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Yeah, I'm bummed that they're not going with the 33, 34, like the actual numbered year of the event. I get it. We also lost a year with the whole COVID thing,
which
so
drives me crazy when I'm doing the math.
It literally just threw everything really off. So I think maybe that's also has played into it as well. So I'm okay with it. What did you think of the graphic though?
I like the logo that's on the front of the shirt.
Yes, correct. Yeah.
Yes, I like the vines.
The vines. Yep.
Yeah, and then there's another logo that was on the sign that had kind of a stained glass feel to it. I also really like that.
Yeah.
If that was the medallion for this year, I would be happy. Yeah. So I liked those.
So we had some merch that got dropped. Yesterday, in the parks and online, and I cannot believe that we are still using "Never Go Alone."
It's back.
Why it's back again is beyond me.
Someone in marketing and merchandising I don't get it. Wants to make fetch happen. That's what I keep saying. Like they're really trying to make "Never Go Alone" the Horror Nights tagline. And I filmed my own video earlier today, and I said in that video, I just don't think it has the impact that they feel it does, because I can't imagine a general public is going to see Halloween Horror Nights and think "Never Go Alone." First of all, the general public never going to go alone. They're always going to have a giant group of friends.
Correct.
And then the fans were like, we don't like this. Some of us do go alone. Some of us choose to go alone. It's actually very fun to go alone if you haven't. It's a blast.
Yeah, 100%.
So I am definitely a proponent of solo nights at Halloween Horror Nights. So I don't know who it's for.
I don't know who it's for either. But this has been for what? At least the last 3 years, right?
I think maybe even
4.
Yeah.
Jeez. It's insane to me. Insane to me.
And then the one year it was "Never Go Alone" online, but then it said "Don't Go Alone" on the shirt.
Never not go alone or whatever. Don't go alone. Don't not go alone. You're just making fun of all of this. So, I don't know what Universal is thinking about with this, but this has, please stop it.
And just let it go.
Just listen. Obviously, you've got merch printed with it on it already. Please make this the final year. I don't ever want to see this tagline ever again. Honestly.
Never again.
Yeah, never not go alone. Never not use this again. Please never use this again. Never use this tagline again.
"Never Go Alone" and hashtag Scream Squad, both dead to us. Okay.
Yes, go. Bye. And Little Boo needs to go. Oh, did I say that out loud? I'm so sorry.
Oh, now you're gonna cause a fight.
It's all good. It's all good.
I can guarantee there will be a ton of Little Boo merch. I can guarantee it. But
we're never getting away from Little Boo.
No,
that's for sure.
He's permanent.
Yeah, I think so.
I also just didn't really like the design of the back of the shirt. The "Never Go Alone."
Yeah. I just none of that merch jumped out at me at all. Honestly,
I do think it's hard for them to win, because last year they went completely left field with that bright neon orange shirt. And we roasted them for that. And then this year they're like, okay, fine, you don't want orange, we're going to go plain black, very simple. And then we're all like, what? We don't like this either. So I do think there's they can't win, but
it's crazy.
That just wasn't for me either. But the display looks really cool.
Yeah, for sure. 100%.
Love the display.
If you haven't seen it by chance, and living under a rock and haven't seen it under social media, just go to any of our Instagram or Twitter. We reposted. So okay, so we have the logo, we have the merch. What else we got going on?
Little preview.
Little preview.
That's a about it for the moment.
Right, that's it.
because,
Right, yeah. I was making sure we didn't miss anything.
No, May went by. No announcement. Obviously,
I know.
Epic Universe opens on Thursday.
Which is what we thought was going to happen anyway. We thought nothing was going to get announced until after Epic with its grand opening. So, how cool would it be grand opening on it's Thursday?
Thursday.
And then Friday.
Not a chance.
Not a chance in hell,
Not a chance. They're going to be riding the Epic opening wave for a bit.
Well, they're either going to be riding the Epic wave or they're going to be riding the Epic everybody's pissed off because no rides are open wave. If they don't get their act together
Harry
soon,
Potter opened today without virtual queue. It's
did it?
Yeah.
Oh, all right, okay.
People
That's
waited
good.
3 hours for it today,
good.
so things are happening.
Did the Donkey Kong coaster open today? Because I feel like that's been closed.
I
forever.
believe it did. It was closed yesterday. I think it opened today.
Wild.
Yeah. I think everything was at least supposed to be open today.
Okay, good.
We're getting there. Almost there.
I know.
But yeah, I think nothing for May, because then we have Memorial Day weekend after.
Oh, that's true too. Yeah.
So maybe first week of June we've been getting Vegas updates. They've been doing Vegas updates, but not Horror Nights updates.
So if we start in June at some point, June, July.
We could easily have an announcement every week.
That's what I was trying to figure, if we can get an announcement a week.
We could. Whether or not they will
will we
put the resources toward that, I don't know. But
yeah, that's
could.
fair. That's fair. Before we do get out of here, just a quick question to you. Do you think we get any cool marketing commercials, or do you think maybe that I know the budget for Halloween Horror Nights was the same as last year.
Yeah.
And nothing got cut. Like, it didn't get cut, but it
Just
also
didn't get
any right. It didn't get any more. So, do you think we get anything? Do we get maybe one, maybe two of those short little commercials that we've seen over the last few years?
I think perhaps for Terrifier and Five Nights at Freddy's, I could see those two.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I definitely
commercials.
could see those two for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But I don't think the campaign is going to be anything crazy this year just because of Epic. That's the company's focus right now. And 100%. As much as we love Halloween Horror Nights, and as much as Halloween Horror Nights makes them money, is going to help pay off some Epic. It's a once in a quarter century thing to have a theme park open. So
that's wild.
As fans, we have to be a little patient this year.
Yes.
And next year's anniversary year, it'll be back focused on us next year.
Make sure that budget goes up for next year, folks.
Right. Buy the butter beer.
Yes, please. Buy it all. Buy it all.
And the monocane.
Yes, exactly.
Epic Universe.
Well, I think that's it. Short and sweet.
Yeah.
Another map drop. Hopefully the next time we talk to you, we'll have a history episode out. Hopefully,
that's what we were planning to record history this week, and then we got a map all of a sudden.
And then this happened. So, but that should be the next one, and then otherwise, unless we get another announcement and another map or something like that, obviously we'll be back up and here as well. So one of these days we'll get all four of us back together on here
someday.
But until then, you'll get whoever you get who's around and not busy. But apparently, it's the Liz and Tim show for the map drops right now. So
we're just the cool kids.
We're the cool kids. All right, Liz, I won't kill you this time. So
nice.
Guys, you can find us at RAP Tour Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Blue Sky. We have a thread, so we never use. We're on Discord. We're on YouTube. What else am I missing? What am I missing?
That's everything.
Is that it? Obviously, we have a spread shirt, which is crazy. Usually, we are like, hey, we have stuff in the works, new product coming, but we don't even know what's happening this year yet.
Nope.
So we haven't even discussed with Ashley yet. So hope she's up for the last minute designing that probably is going to happen. So, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. But that's where you can find us. What else? I think that's it.
That's it.
You got anything else before we head out?
Nope, that's it for me.
I got nothing either. Anybody that's going to Epic Universe this week for grand opening, have a great time. I think it's going to be super, super cool to see. And we'll talk about Monsters Land at Darkmoor. One of these episodes we will when we have all done Darkmoor and rides and Epic, which will be very shortly and soon. We'll all get together and just discuss Darkmoor and how cool it is and whatnot. So
the best.
Yeah. But other than that, we got nothing else. We'll be back soon, obviously. With whenever an announcement drops. The history episode's coming very, very shortly soon. Next, hopefully, fingers crossed. But we'll get to you. All right? But until next time, bye!
Bye!